project, I will be using another new item from the Dollar Tree, which is this long sign that has this like a house shape at the top with hearts. And I'm using this Hello Fall, which comes from a little pack I got back during the fall. Some hearts, the same ribbon, and for the letters I'm using these burlap letters that I got from Walmart. I'm going to start by removing the hanger, which honestly I don't know why I even did that, because I did add it at the end. Now I'm going to leave the sign this color. It's already white, so I decided not to do anything to it. Now you can make this look more rustic by adding some of the Waverly Antique wax. For the Hello Fall, I did try to carefully remove the fall and just leave the hello, but I ended up breaking the FA out of the LL. I'm going to use the Waverly Antique wax to paint the hello sign, and after it is dry I'm going to just glue it underneath the hearts. So I had two hearts and I wasn't sure which ones to use, either the smaller one or the bigger one, but I decided to use the smaller one, which I'm going to paint it using the Apple Barrel acrylic paint in red apple. I will be adding the word love using the burlap letters, and for the O I'm adding the little heart that I painted. Now these letters do come with adhesive already, so these are very easy to use. Like I said, I grabbed these from Walmart. To decorate the sign a little more, I'm going to add the ribbons at the bottom. The next thing I will be doing is just adding the hanger back on the sign, and to finish it off I made a bow using the red and white buffalo check ribbon and add it at the bottom. And that is it for this hello love sign. Look how beautiful this turned out. I will be making this red and pink heart frame canvas art, which is $76.49, and mine isn't going to be exactly a dupe, but it is going to look similar because I didn't find the solid hearts at the Dollar Tree. I only found these ornament ones that had the love sign, but I think it still went perfect with this. And I'm using this Dollar Tree sign. I did try to remove the image that was in the front, but I wasn't able, so instead I used a white cardstock that I already had, but you can use some white vinyl on top of this. I was going to actually use the Dollar Tree white vinyl, but since it's very thin, the letters do peek through, or the letters do transfer, or you can see the letters. There you go. To glue the paper, I will be using the Ombre glue stick. This pack has 15 ornaments, so I'm going to use all of them. I'm doing a pink, the neutral, and then the red, and I'm going to go along the line. And at the end, I will be using some Dollar Tree transfer stickers to add XO, since these little hearts already have the love word. On the Kirklands, the hearts are plain and with a little love sign, but I'm doing mine a little bit different. But yeah, it looks almost the same. I didn't know what to add, so I am going to add the X and the O. Now, as I'm doing I didn't know what to add, so I did that. I didn't know what to add at the end. I thought of adding love, but since the hearts already had love, I'm just doing XO. But now that I'm doing my voiceover, I should have just added initials instead. But I still think this turned out beautiful. For my next project, I will be using this decor stake that I found recently at the Dollar Tree. Now, I wasn't sure what to do with this. I was going to remove the stake, but then I was like, oh, I have these little wood boxes that I can add a little wood box to this. But first, I'm going to personalize the wood circle using some Dollar Tree transfer stickers and this bless sign that it's also from the Dollar Tree. It came in the little fall packs. I will be adding Simply Blessed, so I'm painting the bless sign using some black paint. Using these Dollar Tree stickers, I will be cutting each letter for the word simply. I don't know if I said simple or simply. It's simply. I'm sorry. So this can be a little bit straight because sometimes these stickers are not that easy to work with. I am going to start with the M and the P, add them in the center, and then add the rest of the words. And I feel like this looks a little bit center. After adding simply, I will be adding the word bless. One thing I do regret is adding simply bless more towards the bottom. I wish I had added more, a little bit up, because it looks kind of empty. You can add some of these little designs to it, but I decided not to. The next thing I will be doing is painting this wood box using black paint. I will be adding this stake inside the wood box. To decorate this a little more, I will be adding some jute twine with a bow here, but after I added the greenery, you can honestly can't see it. Now I might end up just adding a bow on top of the simply. For the greenery, I'm using this Boxwood greenery from the Dollar Tree. Actually, no, sorry, not from Dollar Tree, from Walmart. And that is it, guys. Look how beautiful this turned out. For my next project, I will be using 3 of the large white Dollar Tree signs and this 2-piece wall shelf that I also got from the Dollar Tree. Now I'm going to just cut the little shelves the size of the decor signs using my saw. I was going to say sawtooth, but my jigsaw. After I cut them, I'm going to paint them using some white acrylic paint. I will be removing the little hangers from the sign. I usually tend to cut off the little parts where the holes are at, but this time I'm going to leave them, and then I'm going to flip them to the other side because I will be gluing the little shelf parts. On one of them, I will be gluing one on each side using hot glue. For more reinforcement, I will be adding some of these Dollar Tree Jenga blocks. I'm going to just add them more towards the bottom part, or like more towards the end, because this is also going to help for the bottom part. Hopefully that made sense. But anyways, after I'm done adding these pieces of Jenga blocks, I'm going to add the other side. And this is how it looks so far. It looks a little bit bent because the signs were bent, but I'm going to fix that. Now I'm going to just add some Jenga blocks all the way around the bottom part. For the bottom, you can use another of the Dollar Tree signs, but instead of me wasting this beautiful one, I'm going to use this other one, which I will be reusing. It is the same size, but this one does have a pumpkin, but I will be gluing like a paper or something for that. And this is how it looks once I am done adding it. And that is it, guys. The last thing I did was just paint like the top part white so it can blend in with the other ones, and then add some greenery. The greenery I'm using is this one from Walmart, is this Boxwood one, which with 5 of these picks you can fill the entire thing. I didn't have 5 of them, so I just grabbed other greenery that I have to fill it in. Now you can leave it like that. I decided to add some little thumbtacks in the front, some white ones that I had to cover the little holes. You can also add wording to this. And that is it, guys. Look how beautiful this boxwood planter turned out. I will be using one of these Dollar Tree signs. Now I absolutely love these. They do come in 3 different colors, this white, and there's a brown and a black. I'm actually going to reuse one of them that I already made in one of my videos before. I will have the link to that down in the description box. But all I did was add some paint stir sticks that I painted using the Waverly Antique wax, at one at the top and one at the bottom. Now I'm going to put spring using these Hobby Lobby stickers. So I have these stickers from last year and I used the letters for the word spring last year. And so now I have the leftover little stencil part. So I'm going to use these as stencils. You can make this sign different ways. You can make this vertical or horizontal. I'm going to put the little stickers going down, and I'm going to use a small paintbrush with black paint and I'm going to paint over it. I let this dry for a couple of minutes, then I remove the stickers. And this is how it looks. Now I'm going to use some spring picks, or at least these lavender picks that I got from Walmart. I'm going to use 4 of these stems. I'm going to cut them, then I'm going to tie them together. I'm going to put these on the side and I'm going to add the word hello. And I got this from Walmart. I'm reusing this and I'm going to paint it black. I use hot glue to glue this pick. You can use staples, but I decided to use hot glue. Now I'm going to just put this on there. I did burn myself a little. And then I'm going to make a bow using this Dollar General burlap ribbon. Dollar Tree does carry burlap ribbon that you can use. And that is it for this Hello Spring sign. Look how beautiful this turned out. I will be using this Easter sign that I recently got from the Dollar Tree. Look how cute this is. I know I seen 2 different colors. One with a white bunny and this one with this brown bunny. And the other one said like hippity hop or something like that. But anyways, I am going to take this apart and remove the metal and the bow. I'm not going to remove the paper because I will be adding some of this moss thing. I think this is moss, but I got these from the Dollar Tree and I'm going to just glue them on the bunny. I am using hot glue instead of like tracing it because it was falling apart. I am going to glue it and then I'm going to go over it with scissors and cut it. And this is how it looks. Now to finish this off, I will be adding the bow that I removed earlier. The next thing I will be doing is painting this wood box that I got from the Dollar Tree. I will be removing the lid, then using this acrylic paint and adding a little bit of water so it can look more like a stain. Adding a little bit of floral foam inside the box. Now that I have my base ready, I'm going to add a wood dowel to the bunny. Now I'm going to add the stick on the foam, and I will be adding a lot of hot glue. Different ways you can do this. You can add some rocks, you can even add some Spanish moss inside, but instead I decided to add some of this lavender pig that I got from Walmart. I'm going to cut a lot of different little stems and then just add them there. And that is it for this beautiful bunny planter. Look how cute this turned out. It's absolutely my favorite one. I will be using these letters that I got from the Dollar Tree, this bunny and this wooden piece. Now I'm going to start by removing the beads from the letters. Now these are the beads I used earlier on my first DIY. I will be painting the piece of wood and the bunny using this mixture of paint, which are from the brand Apple Barrel, a little bit of black and chocolate brown. I added a little bit of water so this can look like a stain. Using a napkin, I'm going to remove some of the paint. Then I'm going to paint the bunny, and I'm only doing mostly all the edges and a little bit on the sides because for the top part I will be using this Dollar Tree vinyl. I'm going to cut a piece, then put it on top. Now I didn't trace this since like the sides and the top part it's kind of different. Instead I'm going to just press it down so it can crease, and then I'm going to cut it. I painted 3 of the Dollar Tree Jenga blocks back so I can add these to the letters and the bunny so they can have extra support so when I glue them to the wood piece. Made a bow using some twine ribbon and added to the bunny. Now the letters have these little holes, and to cover that up I use a black ribbon. I cut 2 little pieces and then glue them in the back, and that is it. Look how beautiful this hop sign turned out. I will be using 2 of these Dollar Tree wood planks, and I was going to use this garland greenery that I got from Dollar Tree, but I ended up not using it, and the leftover paint stir sticks. With the sticks I will be making an X, so I'm going to just cut these to size. And I'm going to paint the wood planks using a mixture of the apple barrel acrylic paint in burnt umber and black. I'm going to add a little bit of water so it can give like the stain effect. And this is how it looks. Now I'm going to glue the X. Now before I glue them, I was going to overlap the 2 sticks, but I didn't like how that looked, so before I glued them I just cut like the little centerpiece off, and then I glued the wood planks first. I only use hot glue since I'm not adding anything heavy. You can add like for extra support popsicle sticks on the back. I just chose not to. Now I will be gluing the X. Like I said, I'm gluing the longer piece first and then the other 2 little ones. Now with this garland I was planning to make a wreath. I got this garland from the Dollar Tree, but I didn't like how the wreath turned out, so instead I just used some of the wreath that I already had. But to hang the wreath I did add this little hook that I had. I got it from Walmart. And this is how it looked. Look how cute this is. Now I did only make 1, but you can always make 2 of them and make like a little pair or a set of 2. But look how cute this turned out. Another new Dollar Tree find. I recently found this little pack of wood squares. 1 pack brings 4 of them. And I'm using these Michaels stickers, which I'm going to do the reversible stencil. I'm going to put the word home, and then I'm going to paint over it using some black paint. Once they're dry, I'm going to gently remove the stickers. It did bleed a little, but that is okay. You can hardly tell. Now I'm going to use a paint stir stick. I'm going to add the squares, leaving space in between them. It looked kind of plain, so I decided to add some greenery on the O, like a small little wreath. To finish it off, I made a small little jute twine bow and added to the wreath. And that is it. Look how beautiful this home sign turned out. Now to hang it, you can add string or add a sawtooth hook. Alright, so Dollar Tree carries these wood panels in 3 different colors, the black, the brown, and white, but I only found the black and the brown. I will be using 4 of these little black panels, and I'm going to glue them together to make a big sign. Here I only glued 3 because I thought I was only using 3, but I ended up using 4. Now I'm using these little wreaths that I got from the dollar spot at Target. 3 come in a pack for $3. They are very small that I took them apart to make a larger one. I will be putting the word home. Now you can use these burlap letters that you can pick up at Walmart. You can use some letters that Dollar Tree carries, but instead I decided to use my Cricut and just cut out the word. Actually, not the whole word. I cut out an H, M, and an E. But I did use the Dollar Tree vinyl. Now I'm going to add the letters, and I'm using this ribbon just so like I know they're nice and straight, because I'm going to use these like if I'm putting stickers. I didn't use the transfer tape to transfer them. To add the wreath, I will be adding a small little hook, and I got this from the Dollar Tree. To decorate this a little more, I will be making a bow using this Dollar Tree ribbon. And that is it, guys. Look how beautiful this home sign turned out, and it looks so high-end, and it was so easy and so inexpensive to make. will be using 3 of these Dollar Tree wood planks. I'm going to make a large sign, so I'll be using some popsicle sticks to glue these together. I decided to paint this like an ombre type, so I am using 4 different colors. I'm using a white, a light blue, a darker blue, and black. And look how beautiful this turned out. I did mess up a couple of times here and there, but I did manage to fix it. Now I will be adding the word beach. I recently found this sign at the Dollar Tree. They have this one that says beach, they have one that says home and relax, but for this one I will be using the word beach. I am going to remove the little hooks and then use hot glue to glue this on the sign. To finish it off, I will be adding this little wood fish that I also got at the Dollar Tree. Look how beautiful this is. And that is it. Look how beautiful this beach sign turned out. For my next project, I will be using 2 of the wood trays and 2 of these Dollar Tree wood pieces. Now I'm going to do the same thing. I will be doing a shelf, but this time the trays are going to be slanted to the side. I do recommend you using wood glue instead of hot glue, or a mix of wood glue and hot glue. I only use wood glue because I will not be adding anything heavy to this. The next thing I will be doing is painting this using the Waverly Antique Wax. And that is it. Look how beautiful this turned out. Now you can use this to add some decor. I will be using mine to add some makeup. I'm using the brown sign, and I'm going to cut this in half to make a square sign. To attach these together, you can add some popsicle sticks to the back, but instead I will be using the Dollar Tree wood pieces, and I'm going to add one on each side. Something I should have done is painted these before I glue them, but I decided to do it after because my plan was to just leave them the color they were, but then I was like, I don't like how it looks, so that's why I painted them black. Now for the sign, you can add whatever you like to this. I will be adding this home wood sign that I got from Michael's. I got this on sale for like $1.50. I didn't paint this, I left it the color it was. To add some more, I added some greenery at the corner, which this makes the sign look so much better. To finish it off, I added a small little jute twine bow. And that is it. Look how beautiful this sign turned out. I'm going to use 2 of these large signs. Now these come in 3 different colors. This brown, there's black and white, but I'm using these 2. I'm going to remove the hanger, then using the leftover paint stir sticks that I used earlier, I am going to cut these 2 sides and then glue them one on each side. Now you have this large blank sign that you can add anything to this. What I decided to do is add a wreath that I am going to make using this beaded wreath thing that I got from the Dollar Tree and these Dollar Tree floral picks. I am going to cut these and tie them together. will not be gluing the greenery to the wreath. Instead, I'm going to tie it, and I'm going to tie the bow as well. The bow I will be adding, I made it out of a Hobby Lobby ribbon. Look how beautiful it is. Now to hang the wreath, I'm going to use a piece of the ribbon and just make like a little hanger to this and glue it to the sign. To finish this off, I will be adding this home sign that I got from the Dollar Tree a while back. I did paint like the top part black, and that is it. I'm going to just glue it underneath or below the wreath, and that is it. Look how beautiful this large sign turned out. It is absolutely my favorite one. I will be using 2 of these DIY letter boards, and I'm going to just simply attach these together to make a larger sign. There's different ways you can use this. You can actually use the little letters that come with this and add like a quote to this, but instead I decided to use this Dollar Tree wood home sign, paint it black, and add it to the bottom. Now using the Dollar Tree greeneries, I'm going to cut the stems off, tie them together, and then just glue them in the center. To finish this off, I will be adding a bow, and I will be making it out of the Dollar Tree burlap ribbon. And that is it for this home sign. Look how beautiful this turned out. Next project was inspired by a pumpkin I recently seen at Hobby Lobby. Now for this project, I'm using 5 of these pieces of wood that I got from the Dollar Tree. I am going to lay them like this, and then I am going to space them out, and to space those out I'm using some score sticks. To glue these together, I am using 2 pieces of wood. Now these are from paint stir sticks. I did just cut them to size. I glued one on one side and the other one on the other side. For this one, once again, I only use hot glue. You can't use wood glue if you like. I removed the dowels. I then used a pencil to sketch out a pumpkin. I then went to my garage and used my jigsaw and cut this. And this is how it looks. I use a piece of senshi to just smooth out all the edges. I know it kind of doesn't look like a pumpkin yet, but once it's painted and I add the stem, you'll see it does look like a pumpkin. To paint my pumpkin, I will be using the Reversible chalk paint in the color pumpkin, this beautiful orange, but I did want it a little bit darker, so I added some antique wax. Now I'm going to paint the stem, and for the stem I did use one of the pieces that I cut off. I just straighten it more, and I am painting it using the Reversible antique wax. I will be adding the pumpkin to a stand, so I'm using this piece of wood that I got from the Dollar Tree. I am also painting it with the antique wax. Now I'm going to glue the pumpkin to the stand using hot glue. For extra support, I added some Jenga blocks on the back. Now I'm gluing the stem, and to decorate this some more, I'm adding some leaves with a bow. To finish this off, I will be distressing this out using a sponge brush with the antique wax. But that is it, guys. Look how beautiful this turned out. Now you can leave it like this, or you can add some words to the front. I decided to leave mine just like this. For my next project, I will be using this Dollar Tree wood shelf. Even though it's not real wood, it still looks like wood. So I'm going to start by removing the rope. I will be doing the reverse stencil, so I'm using the poster sticker letters to add the word harvest going down. Now I do want to show you once again, I didn't have all the letters. I didn't have an H, so I ended up using 3 different letters to make an H. I used 2 eyes and an equal sign, well, part of the equal sign for the center part. And honestly, you can't even tell I did the H. Now to paint this, I'm using the leftover paint I had. I added a little bit of water. Once this was dry, I removed the stickers. And I do want to say that it did bleed a little bit. I don't know why. I think the paint was too watery, but this is how it looks. To hide the holes at the bottom, I am going to wrap some jute twine. I thought I was gonna add the jute twine around both sides, but I ended up only doing it to the bottom side. Now for the stem, I wasn't sure which stem to use, is this longer, skinnier one or the other one I was showing you, but I decided with this one. To cover the holes, I will be adding some leaves, and to decorate it a little more, I added a bow. And that is it for this beautiful harvest pumpkin. And that is it for today. I really hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. Let me know down in the I will be making a 2-piece set. So from Dollar Tree, I will be using 2 of these large signs. Now I absolutely love these because these are already black. Dollar Tree does carry some white and brown, so either or can work. You just have to paint this black. The other 2 things I'm using are these little ghost stands. Now I'm going to take these apart and remove the little piece where the stand goes. I'm going to paint these using some white paint, but I'm going to paint them like facing each other. Once these are dry, I'm going to set these to the side. Meanwhile, I'm going to make some words. I'm using this Dollar Tree white vinyl and these stickers, poster sticker letters, I'm sorry. I am going to cut off the ones I have already used, and I'm going to use these like stencils. For one of them, I'm going to use the word spooky. I'm going to trace them like I said and then cut them. But you don't have to use the vinyl. You can use the stickers as stencils and just paint it. I forgot to mention that I only traced the S, the P, the K, and the Y. For the double O's, instead of using 2 O's, I'm using the ghost in the middle. Now I am going to start by adding the words. Now these are adhesive because this is vinyl. Moving on to the other one, I'm going to put the word boo, and I'm using some poster sticker letters to trace them, cut them, and add them to the sign. Now for the ghost, I'm going to add it to the bottom of the sign and the word boo going down. To finish these off, I added some of these little cute bows, but that is it for this beautiful 2-piece set. I will be using this Mary decor sign that I got from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to remove the string. Now this was kind of hard to remove, so I just cut it off. It is stapled, and it's not stapled once, it's actually stapled twice. So this was very hard. I tried my best to remove it. Now once I had removed this, I painted this using some white chalk paint, but I'm only painting like the top part. So to do that, I will be using a sponge. While this is drying, I'm going to paint my other Dollar Tree item. which is this Christmas tree. I'm going to paint it using the Waverly Antique Wax. So while I'm painting this, I'm going to paint this like slanted, just like this, one going one direction, then the other direction, which is going to make like these designs. I will show you how it looks once it's dry. It looks so pretty. And here it is once it's dry. Look how beautiful the designs look. Now I'm going to flip both of the signs around, and to glue these together I did use a piece of paint stick, which I painted using the Waverly Antique Wax. I'm using hot glue for this. You can use an extra heavier duty glue, but this is not heavy, so I think hot glue will do. As you can see, I did leave a space in between the two signs. That is because I am going to add some greenery. This one right here I'm using is this beautiful Christmas pick that I got from Dollar Tree. I am going to cut 4 of the stems off and then tie these together, leaving a space in between them. Oh, I'm sorry, by the way, I did put 2 of them going one direction and the other 2 going the other direction, just like this. Now once I am done tying these, I am going to glue this like in the center. To cover the jute twine in the center, I will be making a bow using this ribbon. And honestly, I don't remember where I got this ribbon. I think it's from Walmart, I'm not sure. But Dollar Tree does carry different ribbons that you can use instead. Once I am done doing this, I am going to add a small little star at the top of the tree, and that is it. Look how beautiful this Merry Christmas tree turned out. For my next project, I'm going to use one of these Dollar Tree decor signs. I'm going to start off by removing the string and the sticker on the back. I will not be painting this sign. I'm only distressing the frame just a tiny bit using the Waverly Antique Wax. The other Dollar Tree items I will be using is this wooden oval sign and this 12-inch chunky slat, which I'm going to glue to the center of the oval using a combination of wood glue and hot glue. I did let this dry for about 2 hours before I painted this with the Waverly Antique Wax. Now that the decor sign was dried, I used this stencil that I got from the Dollar Tree. I actually got this a while back, and I'm going to use some red paint to do this. I'm using the Waverly chalk paint in the color Crimson. And this is how it looks. Mine did bleed just a little bit, but I fixed that using a tiny brush. Before I glue this decor sign to the stand part, I am going to make a greenery pick, which I am using the leftover ties I'm using 2 of them, which I will be cutting in half, and this other beautiful Christmas greenery that I got from Dollar General. Even though I didn't get it from Dollar Tree, this still cost me $1. It was actually cheaper than if I was to buy something at the Dollar Tree, because Dollar Tree has their stuff for $1.25 now. Now I did cut the stems and then I put them like this so I can tie it in the center. Using the same ribbon I used in my first project, I'm going to make a bow and add it to the center of this beautiful Christmas pick. My plan was to add this to the sign instead of the stand, but when I placed it on my sign, it did cover the word here. So instead, I waited to glue this, and I glued this square sign to my stand first. Once again, I use a combination of hot glue and wood glue. To finish this off, I will be adding the Christmas greenery, and that is it. Look how beautiful this turned out, and the best part is that this cost me under $5 to make. For my next project, I'm going to use 3 of these wood square decor signs and some Walmart letters. Now, if you don't have any of these letters, you can use some vinyl to make some. I'm also using this snowflake. 3 came in a pack, but I'm only using 1. I'm going to take this apart so I can paint the background red. This is very easy. All you have to do is just push it and the frame parts are going to start to come off. I did not remove the small little nails because I'm going to add the frames back on once this is dry. Once this is dry, I'm going to add the frame back, and then I'm going to add the snowflake in the center. Mine was a little bent, so I did glue it down. To leave the other frames just like that, but I'm going to paint the letters red, and then I'm going to add the letters in the center. That is it for this beautiful Joy 3-piece set sign. For my next project, I'm going to use one of these Dollar Tree snowflake ornaments. Alright, so I do want to cut like this part off right here. I'm going to mark down where I am going to cut. This is is how it looks once I had cut this. I did cut that part a little bit off. It was an accident. But now I'm going to paint this black. Going to reuse this canvas frame that I had. I got this from Ross a while back. It was $3.99. I did paint the frame using the Waverly Antique Wax. I'm going to add the snowflake like this. Now in the center, I'm going to put Let It Snow. For my next step, I was planning to use these letters right here that I got from Family Dollar. This pack was only $1, but I realized that they were too big. So then I was like, oh, I can use these that I had right here, but then I don't have all of the letters. So I decided to use my Cricut and I cut out the word Let It Snow, which I am going to add right here in the center. But first I'm going to add this first, and then I'm going to glue the snowflake parts. I am not adding no greenery to this. I think it looks perfect just like this. Look how beautiful this turned out. Alright, so this is going to be a 3-piece set. Starting with my first cutting board, I'm going to paint the sides with some black chalk paint. I'm using these little sponges that I got from the Dollar Tree. At first, I tried to be careful and not to paint like the top part with the black, but at the end, I just kind of distressed the edges with the black. Now I'm going to use the Waverly Antique Wax to paint the top part of this cutting board, removing some of the excess paint with this shirt. For the other two cutting boards, I'm going to paint the top part black and the sides with the antique wax. Now that everything's dry, I'm going to start decorating the cutting board, starting with the one that's going to be for the middle one. Is this one that I painted with the antique wax at the top. I'm going to add Let It Snow using these poster sticker letters that I got from Family Dollar. Now these are a little bit smaller than the ones that Dollar Tree carries, plus the font, it's a lot nicer, well at least for me it is. I was going to add Let Us Know more in the middle, but I decided to move it more down to add some greenery at the top. Now, as you can see, I didn't add the O. That is because I'm going to add one of these snowflake stickers that I got from the Dollar Tree. They were kind of glittery and I painted over them with white so it can remove the glitter. Now I'm going to add the greenery, which I'm using this one right here that I got from Walmart. I'm actually using two different ones. I'm going to start by adding this first. Then I'm going to add this other different one right here, which I cut in half so I can use one on each side. To finish this off, I will be adding this bow that I already had. And look how beautiful this one turned out. Moving on to the other two cutting boards, I'm going to add these beautiful snowflakes. Now I got these from Dollar General. They were just $1 each. These are some Christmas ornaments. I removed the string, and where the string was at, there was like this little hole, so I cut that off. The next thing I did, I just glued them one on each little cutting board, and that is it. Look how beautiful this 3-piece set lettuce snow sign turned out.